Hello there. This episode of the 23 Shots of JD podcast is brought to you by the studs over at Transcending Organics, the purest CBD out there, now even shipping worldwide.
Look, with Transcending Organic CBD oil, I've been feeling better than Mr. Worldwide, which is not that hard because, before that I was a mess, didn't stretch enough. And mate, you do want to see me on a foam roll. It looks terrible. But nevertheless, since taking CBD oil, I've been feeling much better, way less aches and way less pains. It's great.
Mate, well, if it makes Jordan feel good, then that does it for me. That's impossible, I thought. So shout out to Transcending Organics. Thank you for supporting the podcast.
If you're really interested, we have the links to the website below, or search Transcending Organics on Google.
Or anywhere, mate, not just Google.
Anyway, Google, Yahoo, Bing, other search engines. I think that's all, isn't it, though? Surely
it's definitely not all.
Well, the other ones. But yeah, if you search Transcending Organics and you're interested in buying something, chuck in our code 23JD. Cheeky 20% off of single and non-sale items. Treat yourself. And look, again, thanks to Transcending Organics for supporting the show.
If you want to push Pete, push Transcending Organics, mate.
Mate, sorry, mate. I'm just taping up some towels to my window because my room's getting fucking deluged.
Wait, don't you have a wait, why would you need to tape it out? Don't you have a window? Like a glass, like you can close?
Yes, but it's dripping through the window sills.
Oh my god, mate! What is this shelter you're living in?
It's an oldies and suburbs apartment. It's not exactly built for President Trump.
Come on, mate. There's people in Ukraine that are getting taken off trains, getting forced on trains, living in transit homes, and you're complaining about a bit of rain, a bit of water.
Well, I mean, there's the black ones aren't even getting on the trains, apparently.
Think about the amount of nations that would just want water.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I'm not freaking out about it, because it's like, it is what it is,
It is what it is. It's an absolute rain fest, though.
Dude, Sydney, it's a great time to be a news channel. I was thinking, COVID carried on through 2 years. If it wasn't for COVID, how shitty would the news the last 2 years have been? And just as COVID tails off, Vladimir Putin tries to start World War III, loses the first start of it, then threatens nuclear action because he starts losing. That's a great news story. And in Australia, Queensland floods. Then the Queensland floods subside. Then northern New South Wales floods. Then normal New South Wales, Sydney, the capital, whatever part of New South Wales we're in, that floods. Dude, I don't know what's next. I honestly don't know what's next. We're going to find out that, the Australian cricket captain, murders children or something. This news cycle just never stops.
Yeah, dude, it's a money making machine. Actually, I think really the biggest winners are whoever the middleman is for advertisers. I don't know how that works, but whoever's trying to sell ad space is just making so much money because there will be so much demand to be on the ads. Think about the the transition between 6 o'clock to 6:15, and then the ad break after 6:15. Bro, that's bank. That is bank for whoever whatever network you are.
Did you see the Applebee's ad that Joe Rogan posted? How they had an Applebee's, they were being oh, missiles launched in Ukraine, people dying, and then he just went straight, because in America they seem to have ads during the program.
Oh, dude, they have ads everywhere.
And there was an Applebee's ad. It was come get your whatever Applebee's sells, and it was on the screen whilst the presenter was talking about people dying.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they have if their news is ESPN or something where they do and the Ukraine versus Russia warfare is sponsored by Tesla. Get your Tesla right now.
You can sponsor individual stories.
Yeah, because there's no oil going around, so you might as well go electric. Get Tesla.
Dude, if you're a non-Russian gas company, if you're a company that competes with Gazprom, that would be the most elite time to get an ad in.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It is a mess. I wonder if we get any, but we're probably not even getting any shine internationally. They don't know what's going on in Sydney, in Queensland. They don't know what's going on the East Coast.
Now, seeing as there is a world war, but I was surprised to hear that when we had those bushfires last year, in late 2019, that got on the news.
A
That got
little
on the
bit,
news.
but like,
But people didn't get the full story. People
like,
coming up being like, "Is Australia on fire?" I'd be like, "No." Some like the outback that's always on fire is on
yeah,
fire.
but at the same time, that was, I think around the same time, if not maybe a couple months either way. But remember how there was those massive forest fires in California? Dude, that was everywhere.
Ah.
That was everywhere. And I'm like, look, obviously, natural disaster is natural disaster, even though I think that was started by an arson. Nevertheless, natural disaster, natural disaster. But, mate, us Australians were looking at that. Kitties.
Was the California fires?
No, it wasn't. It
compared to
wasn't.
us?
No, it wasn't kitties as well. It was actually pretty fucked. But
Because theirs was near people. That's the thing. Ours wasn't.
yeah, but
really
no, but
near
our ones,
people.
I know, but yeah, that one's near. But our ones are like near people. But we just have a lot of mitigation strategies already in place.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we have heaps of mitigation strategies. That's why certain roads are in place, backburning. I don't know. Like, I don't know if California has any like backburning
Wouldn't surprise me.
processes. They're probably just chilling and like, oh shit, it's everything's on fire right
We're
now.
in
What
a
do we do?
desert and there's fire. Oh my god.
Yeah, what do we do here now? Oh no, all the
this is
homes in
terrible
Orange
stuff.
County are about to burn. What do we do? It's like Australia's like, mate, this is
We got this.
like every summer. Except for this summer where now it's like the absolute rain session of doom.
Yeah, I know what's going on with this summer, dude. Fuck, I should
It's a
pay my-
mess. And the
Shut
weird
up.
thing as
Ow.
well, it's like the way it's gonna work is like, well, just from my first in class geography expertise in year 12 and year 11 and year 10. Yes, I'm an elite geographist. I don't even think geographist. I don't know what the technical term is, but based on my prediction, it's just going to be constantly raining. Like it'll be like on and off for like pretty much the whole of at least autumn.
What the fuck? And this hard?
Probably because just logically, where's the rain going to go? Where's the water going to go? It's going to get evaporated into the sky, and it's just going to rain again.
Yeah.
Maybe not here, but it might go more westerly or more.
I mean,
northerly.
yeah, I think it'll move somewhere because it started off in Queens. It'll just go south because it started off in like middle of Queensland, then got to northern New South Wales, and then now it's here. Like I think it'll be like a few days. The worst of it'll be a few days.
Nah, dude, I'm pretty sure I saw like predictions of like 150. Well, it's like 150 mil tomorrow, I think, which is disgusting amounts.
Well, it was 200 today.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I didn't even know that. And then I believe like sometime next week is about 150 mil again.
Oh fuck me!
So it's gonna be
I'm kind of
yeah.
fucked. My
Yeah,
room's flooded, dude.
not a
Dude, a lot of it, and dude, I'm not the only place as well. A lot of like the windowsills, they're just filling up with water, and it's just dripping down slowly.
Dude, it's crazy that you said that because one of my people that I work with actually had to leave work early because his house is literally getting flooded. Like flooded. Not you're flooded where it's like an old person drooling and a little bit of water is getting into your bedroom. I'm talking about he might not see his first floor of his house type flooding.
What does he do? What do you do if your house floods?
You just hope that you have insurance on it. That's how the insurance gets you.
But dude, insurance, we've talked about insurance is slimy. Like they'll cover you for flooding, but not for like if there's a flood. Like if your house floods, you're fine. But if there's a flood and that's why your house floods, you're not covered.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they have it in Australia, but I know definitely in America it's called like the act of God clause. So it's just like, oh, it's out of our control, it's unforeseen. We can't like insure whatever's like been like that's what it then like they claim that on like natural disasters, like, oh well, look, it's an act of God. We can't insure your home, unfortunately. It's not part of contract.
Force majeure.
Yeah,
where it's just like if something fucked happens, you're just not covered.
Yeah, because like even if you have flooding insurance probably is like relating to if you have like a burst pipe or like a massive leak in your house and your house starts flooding like because of hydraulic issues. Probably not from these type of like weather situations.
No. That's a thing. That's why my friend just doesn't have. He owns an apartment and rents it out, but he's like, I don't have landlord's insurance. Like, He's like, it doesn't cover anything. He doesn't have house insurance because like, house insurance.
I don't even know what you get out of that.
All these different things. Yeah, he's like, if you own an apartment, often your strata has building insurance. So like, if the building gets like burnt down or like falls down in a rubble, you're already covered. But it's like, oh, if someone sets a fire and like your entire living room burns, it's like, I think like you just have to fix your own living room, but that's like fine. Like you just pay to fix your living room. Like you take the risk because if you like having insurance for that shit just like doesn't cut it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's either you have to pay a lot up front with minimal excess, or if it does happen, you have to pay a lot in excess anyway. So you get shafted either way. You're paying a lot either way.
Yeah, it's like, dude, there's a thing called like self-insurance that a lot of people do for healthcare in Australia. Like, um, I think once you're over a certain pay, like you have to get your own private health insurance. But like what a lot of people do is you just get the shittest, most basic one, and then you do like self-insure, where like you just it's basically just like savings, but you put it into an account and you just promise like never to touch it. And then like that way, say if insurance is like $100 like a month, instead of like paying $100 a month, you pay like $100 a month into your own bank account. And then after 3 years, you got what, like 3,600, you're investing it. It goes up to like, 4,000 or whatever. Yeah. And then you break your arm and the surgery is like $3,000. You just fucking pay that instead of like paying health insurance for years and never having anything. And then like having to pay like $1,000 excess when you do it anyway.
And you might not even be covered either way.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like if you're covering yourself, you're covered. What are you going to say? Like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah, absolute shake. It's terrible as well because it's meant to, at least for us two, we've teed up some good 2 weekends, and if it's going to be a rain bend, we're going to make it good either way, obviously. But
we're going to go to the Mardi Gras. I don't know how much. Look, if there's one group of people who know how to party through the rain, it's going to be the people at Mardi Gras.
If anything, I think this is like what they thrive in.
Dude,
this would be the climate they thrive in.
People are going to be like, the shirt's wet. I might as well just get rid of it.
That's assuming they're wearing shirts.
No, that's true. There's going to be a lot of shirtless men.
There's going to be a lot of Speedos, I would imagine. A lot of Speedos.
Should we just take our shirts off when we get there just so like we don't draw attention to ourselves?
No, because I don't think the majority is not going to be wearing shirts.
A lot of people won't be wearing shirts.
There'll be a lot of people not wearing shirts, not wearing shorts. Maybe minimal coverage on the underwear.
Minimal underwear, yeah.
Minimal underwear.
That's something I kind of like about like the especially gay men is like they're like, oh yeah, like I got a good body. I'm just gonna show it off. And like other gay guys aren't like, oh, he's an arsehole. He's shown off his body. They're just like, fucking what a body. I respect that. I think that's good, Instead of like, whereas like straight people, we have this thing where like people want people with like good bodies, but then like if you shot off too much, like gay people are like, nah, fucking the more skin the better.
God, maybe I'm gay because I enjoy looking at a good body. I'm like, you know what, respect. I know the hard work you put in. But maybe that's what, because I look at the hard work or the genetic or like
no,
the genetics.
No. Like all the gay people I know, they don't care about the hard work. They're just like, it's a good body.
Yeah. Fair enough. I wonder if like steroids and PEDs and stuff is big in that community.
100%.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess.
I'd say so. I mean,
don't know.
what aren't there side effects on your pee-pee? And I think if there's a cross-section society who care about their pee-pees, it's probably them. So maybe not.
Sure. Because I guess the testes don't really matter for them technically. Again, we might be encroaching into some very sensitive ground.
I'm almost certain the testicles are important to gay men.
But I'm talking about like reproduction. Like, I mean, more of a reproduction sort of.
Yeah, but can you even get a hard on if like your testes have got a problem? Like if you like have no, like, don't they produce the testosterone? I don't know. Have you never got an erection where your testes are disappeared potentially? Come on, surely. What do you mean? Like on a cold day?
When like you have like you have your
like after I've been hitting the nuts?
No, you have your baseline, what your testicles look like, correct? You have a baseline. And then sometimes they might be sagging a bit more. And then sometimes they're not sagging. Sometimes they might be higher up the pitch.
Yeah, but that's normal. I'm talking about if you just like had one testy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not
saying. Or like if you had taken so much steroids that your balls are now like just useless. Yeah, shrunken up. Because they're shrunken up. I assume it's because they.
I guess, yeah, you probably.
Because they're not producing as much testosterone.
Yeah, you probably get ED or something.
Oh, but then you have all the testosterone that you're injecting in.
Yeah, it would be if you're off cycle, which, I mean, if you're preparing for Mardi Gras, you want to be on cycle very much. Yeah. So. You want to be peaking.
Although I feel like you don't really like, I don't know. People always look at like, especially in our group, we have a few friends who are like into the gym and they look at big people and they go, fucking steroids. I think like a good, nice gay man's physique doesn't need steroids. Like if you want to be like Jeremy Buendia on stage, like, yeah, whatever. You probably do need steroids. But like, I think a nice physique, one that you would just whip out at Mardi Gras. I don't think a Mardi Gras whip-outable body, it needs steroids. I think you can get that naturally.
Oh no, yeah, no, I think
that's like
yeah, of
a
course.
lot of people we know probably have them.
Yeah, no, of course. But I think it's like the same thing as like people who take like recreational drugs. It's like I think it'll be a bit more. I think it's a lot more common than you think. Just in general public, like I think a lot more people take steroids or some form of performance enhancing.
Yeah,
so even if they look like I guess like a classic physique would be like a swimmer's body or like a tennis body where it's like slim, you're ripped, got a bit of muscle on you, but you're not massive like a bodybuilder. That would be like, I guess, like a regular physique. But I guarantee you, to get that physique, some people probably do take steroids or PEDs and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you got shit genetics and you're lazy, yeah.
Yeah, which probably.
I don't know. I have a good. I know a gay couple that are good friends, and they have good bodies, and they are very like all natural, like so. I think that's big in that community as well. Look, I don't know. We're not there.
Yeah, we're talking.
Referring to them as that community, dude.
We're talking out of our ass. We're talking out of our. Well, look, we're gonna do our own.
Oh no, a lot of them live really healthily. Actually, no, that's not.
See,
true.
that's what we don't know.
I've been invited to many of their parties, so maybe I should go one time.
Because the only time we
if I go to one of those,
go ahead.
If you go to one of those parties, like if you go to one of those parties at any of those clubs, or it's like, especially if I'm going to like a party at like a gay guy's house and it's like a gay party and I accept the invite, like I can't exactly. Like, it's going to be dealing with a lot of harassment for science purposes, and look, that's fine. I'm on record saying you want to grow my ass and I'm at a gay club. It's fair enough.
I think it comes with the territory.
That's fair enough.
Well, I don't think it's not fair, but I think it's to be.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
To be expected.
They have years. The LGBT community carries hundreds of years of being like horribly treated. If they want to fucking grab my ass because I'm in one of their clubs where they want to grab each other's asses, well, who am I to say no?
Mate, I think it's a compliment, if anything. If no,
I don't really think so.
No, trust me. If you're a guy, let's say you're a straight guy and you go into a gay club and you're not getting hit on, at least that's a confidence blow, I think. That's a confidence blow.
Gay guys will hit on anything.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So if you're
it's not really a compliment. It's like when girls get creeped on by guys at club, they don't think it's a compliment because guys don't creep on anyone.
No, what's saying? It's not a compliment, but if you don't get anything, what does that say about you?
Oh, that's just depressing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you're like half decent looking, you get something. You're gonna get something. I think it's impossible to walk into a gay club and not get compliments. You must look like you're so ready. You have to look homophobic. That's the only way you don't get compliments. And even then, dude, I think you get compliments just funny gay guys trying to G you up.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're definitely right. They get after it. Look, like I was going to mention before, we're going to do our primary research. We're going into the depths of Mardi Gras. So we're going to do a primary research and we'll come back to you guys and we'll let 100%. You know how it goes. We'll let you know how it goes. We'll let you know, well, hopefully,
although
we get complimented.
I have to say, I have been in the world's in the largest gay nightclub in Latin America, and I had a great night there. In fact, I had to drag guys there who were homophobes and were like, "I don't want to go to a gay club," and I was like, "No, dude, that's where you pick up girls." But whatever. And I got there. No,
really, that's the tactic.
Limited groping. I've been told that if you go to a gay club and you're taking a whiz at the urinals, you always go into the stalls and lock the door because guys will just fucking take a swipe at your dick.
What? Why are you taking a piss?
True.
Why are you taking a piss?
That's just not true. I pissed in complete peace.
I think maybe you just weren't getting hit on then. Maybe you just didn't come correct.
Maybe
you just didn't come correct.
Maybe.
Which you base from my personal perspective, looking at you, I could see. I could see.
All right, fair enough. Look, maybe I'm that disappointing case.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just got to do like more stretching and all that type of stuff, just sort of.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I would. Maybe that's it. But actually, no way. I take that back. I did get aggressively hit on, but not in the bathrooms.
Define what's aggressively though?
Now I remember. Dude, this guy was I respect it. He's an absolute gamer, this guy. I was with a girl in a very tightly packed like area of the nightclub because it was like a gazillion rooms. It's called El Teatron in Bogota. It's like it's
What does that mean? What does that
It's
mean?
basically like a theater with like lots of theaters in it that they've turned into a nightclub. There's like a stand. The main part of it when you come in, there's like a theater and a bar, and there's a stand up there. I know because we stole drinks because you get these red cups when you go in, and it means you just get unlimited drinks. But we didn't get one when we came in because the time had passed.
That's dangerous.
The time had passed to pay the pass to get the free cups. So we saw two people hooking up. So we went underneath their bleacher and stole their cups, and then went and asked for like 3 shots, and then just cleaned the fuck out of the cups, and then took air sips all night out of the cups, taking shots.
Fair play.
But
do what you got to do.
Yeah, it was kind of like, it wasn't the cleanest thing we've done, but it's all good.
I think if you're going into a nightclub, I think you just got to expect that nothing's going to be clean.
Yeah, no, we looked at them. We were like, they look like clean people, So we got the killer shots and we cleaned the fuck out of them. I think it would have worked. Anyway, so this place, I was there and I was on the dance floor, and I remember I was with a girl, like standing like with a girl, like hooking up with some girl, and I just like, before and after and during, I was getting grabbed on the ass, and I was like, this is a real aggressive.
But was it more like, yeah, you go, mate?
No, dude, it was
like,
and it was like, eventually, like I turned around and I was like, what the fuck? And it was this guy, and I was like, no, bro. And then I went, turn around again, and he would keep doing it. And eventually I had to fucking shove him across the dance floor. I was like,
that looks a bit mad though.
Exactly.
That looks a bit mad.
Dude, it was like, I said no like 4 times. I was like, no. And he kept, and he had a girl with him. So he was clearly just some bi guy trying to get it. Or maybe he was like a straight guy who was like, maybe he was like, no, dude, you need to listen to me. This girl is, maybe he was trying to offer some freaky shit. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was a 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, maybe he was just like, no, listen to my offer. But it was like a real aggressive, like kind of trying to enter the crack. Like it was, I remember being like, what the fuck? And I remember just being like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
So yes, I have.
Were you there when we went to I
guess 5 counts of sexual harassment is my limit to be like, get the fuck off me in a gay club.
Yeah. Were you
Straight
there?
club, you get 1.
Were you there when we went to Oxford Street? We went to, I think it's Stonewall. It's like the big gay club.
No, but I'm regret because it would have been fun, I assume.
Oh no, it was dude, it was lit. That's what I mean. It was lit. Like we were having an amazing time. But yes, I think maybe if you're like a guy that's trying to learn how to hit on girls, they're probably not the best example because like they have like these pole dancing sort of stages.
Well, we have a friend who's bi who always jokes about being bi, makes jokes about being bi, but is actually bi.
But like,
he was having the time of his life.
But like, does bi mean 50-50 or is it just like where the wind goes?
It means either way. It means you could be 5%, 95%. It means that you are down to go either way if the wind is right.
But that's what I mean. Like the wind has to be right though.
No, I think our friend's pretty reasonable. I think his standards are the same for either sex.
Because that's what I was wondering. Like if you're like a bi guy, like either way,
you were there with him. You tell me.
Oh, wait, are we talking about that guy?
I'm pretty sure. See, it's confusing because he makes so many jokes, but I'm almost certain.
Yeah, no, I've had a couple of like lunches and dinners with him. Yeah, he does give off of an interesting vibe. But I always thought he was more leaning towards the no penis side. If you can,
I think he does.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because I was thinking like, is it like
he likes to wind people up? He likes to just like basically fuck around with people a lot.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got some.
So you don't actually, you never know whether he's being serious or not.
Yeah, I've got some mad videos of him. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a bit mad. But because I was just wondering, it's like if you're bi, is it like, let's say you like either like 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10 on either side, or is it like I will go for like a 6 out of 10 chick or like a 10 out of 10 guy?
I think it's a bit of I think it's the second one. It's the second one.
Really? So you think that do they have more of a preference one side, but if they have an absolute smoke show of one gender, they're like, you know what, fair play.
I think that that's very reasonable.
I think we got to do. I think again.
No, it comes in all shapes and sizes. Look, I met a guy the other week And his friend was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like 20%, 80. Like he says, I was like, basically this guy was telling me like this story, and I was like, just so like I get this right, it all makes sense to our friend. I was like, he's gay, right? And she was like, yeah. But he says he's bi. He's about 80-20. And I was like, but she's like, but I'm almost certain he's like 100% gay. And I was like, oh, so it obviously, I don't know. I assume if there's like, in some circumstance, he leans towards the girls, but usually the guys.
And I think,
but I don't think it's down to straight looks. Like I think it's down to a lot of things.
Because I'm like, again, we're going to do some primary research on Friday.
You can ask someone there.
Yeah, we're going to
just remember, if you ask someone, like that's like a girl if you ask a guy at Mardi Gras, like
I want to know. I've never been to Mardi Gras.
Being a girl and getting a guy to buy a drink for you at a nightclub, like that guy will be interested in you all night.
Yeah, like I was like, I've never been, so it'd be interesting to go. And I just, it'll probably be a good vibe. We'll obviously have prior activities going
dude,
on.
I kind of want it to rain. It'll be so funny. I won't take my glasses because I won't be able to see anything.
Yeah, I won't be able to see.
So funny.
It'll be it'll be grouse. It'll be really funny. It'll be really it'll be really fun. It'll be really fun. And the guy that like we're celebrating with, I went to Stonewall with him and some of the other guys, and he was having the most fun.
Yeah. How can you not have fun?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They just just good vibes, good energy. Until you get getting groped, and you're like, oh well, I don't.
Getting grope's not a big deal as long as once you say no, they're like, yeah, it's fine. Problem is, all these people are going to be on so many drugs there that like they're going to be out of their mind when you say like, dude, we got to stick together because these people are going to be on drugs and have no idea
it's gonna be mess. And the thing as well is like because of the weather, the people that are going out want to go out. Men or women, obviously.
Oh my god!
These are like there'll be people that are like indifferent, like I'll go if the weather's nice. You know those types of people. The people that are going out in like torrential rain, they're getting after it.
No, I think Mardi Gras. I think people who go to Mardi Gras, like there aren't a lot of casuals at Mardi Gras. Like everyone who's at Mardi Gras.
No, dude. No, I think there's a lot of casuals.
No, but like those, like what do you define as a Mardi Gras casual?
Well, we had people in high school and stuff. They'll just go just because it's like a good time to go.
Yeah, I think those people will still come. I think if you go to Mardi Gras because you want just like a fun, wild night, like rain, hail, or shine, you'll go. I think it's kind of part of it. I don't think Mardi Gras loses. I think Mardi Gras loses its like parents. Like, you know how like families take their kids there for the early part?
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be there in the torrential rain. But like the 18-year-old guys and girls who were like aren't gay but just there for like a wild time, they will still be there. The 30-year-old guys and girls, straight, gay, they will still be there. It's just like the parents who go there.
Yeah, okay, no, that's a fair point. Like, I didn't even consider the parents.
When we're in high school, if we wanted to go to Mardi Gras, the rain would not have been a factor.
No.
We would have gone either way. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Like, so, that's a fair point. It'll be good. Again, we'll come back with some primary data. Wait, primary or second? No, primary data. But
that's primary. We're in the field.
But we're not. Who knows? Who knows what happens there? So, whatever goes on, and we'll report back. We're like news anchors. We're like we go there. We're gonna report back to you live at the podcast. I'm not live, obviously, but when we record, we'll report back.
Look, talking about being in the field, I have an update. Look, now with this World War III, you don't know what's going on because there's so much propaganda, and you know, I'm like the Western news outlets are saying that Russia are getting beaten and they're getting embarrassed, and I'm sure like that's probably part of some plan. So you got to take that with a grain of salt, but. It looks like Ukraine have been fucking like ballsy about this.
Oh, yeah, they're not.
I would like
down.
to change my decision about the radius of where I go to war. Ukraine, I would fight for Ukraine. Why? They've earned it. Look, would I go to fight for France? No, France surrender in every world war. I'm not going to fight for some losers. You know, Poland, they get rolled over. But Ukraine are holding off Russia. They don't give a fuck. They got Vladimir Klitschko. The Klitschko brothers fought their whole lives to make a better life for themselves. The only reason you box, you risk your life boxing so that you can live a peaceful life after, right? They are now happily retired. And instead of going to live in America or Britain or Australia, after going through boxing, after making it to the top, after taking their head knocks, after going through all the pain and suffering for a nice retirement, they're staying and fighting. 100%. The presidents in the square fighting. I mean, if you believe it, these guys, they don't give a fuck. You know, they got football players going back, quitting to go fight. Like, that's a country worth breaking the Papua New Guinea radius for?
Have you lodged your papers then? Because you're talking a lot there, boss. Have you lodged the paper?
If I got drafted,
have you sent an email to ScoMo and say, "Hey, mate, I know you have COVID right now, but look, I am willing to go to Ukraine."
Dude, don't even bring that. This is the thing that fucking pisses me off about war. Is like the people who go to war aren't the people who choose to go to war. So it's like Vladimir Putin has kids. He starts a war. I don't see him sending his children off to war.
Yeah,
I don't see him sending his daughter off to war.
Agreed.
You know, where she'll probably get raped and murdered, but he'll happily send off some fucking Russians to go fight some people who will probably end up raping, murdering Ukrainian people. It's like, if there's conscription in our country, I will only go when ScoMo's kids go. That's my thing. That's my updated rule.
The UK, Boris Johnson's like, yeah, we're going to go defend. It's Prince Harry and Prince William in the conversation, or they're just sort of just off? Because I'm pretty sure they did training in the military, didn't they? They did training.
Nah, they actually wanted to go though. They got told they couldn't go because that'd be too big of a target. Sounds like bullshit to me.
No, it doesn't. I can see that. Like,
yeah,
I can see that to a degree.
But like, he's like Boris Johnson. If he has kids, if he says like we're introducing,
he's got 8 kids, mate. The guy probably could start an army.
Every one of your kids has to go before a conscriptee. If you want to make the decision, every one of your kids has to go first. That's my rule. Because, dude, I'm seeing Peter Dutton doing a lot of big talking. I'm like, mate, doesn't Peter Dutton, I don't know what his complex family situation, or is that a different one? I think it's a different one.
Yeah,
Either way, if he has kids, you send them off first. You want to talk big to Russia, you send them off to Russia.
Bro, imagine that's your dad.
But if they do, if I get drafted and they do, I'll go to Ukraine. Won't go to Poland. We'll go to Ukraine.
Bro, imagine that's your dad. You're like, oh, fuck, shut up, dad. I don't want to go. Like, mate,
100%.
Shut up. I'm just turned 18. I'm finally going to uni parties. Everything's going good for me. And fuck off, mate.
But yeah, it just does annoy me that like these people in power, they make these decisions for their things, and then these random kids pay for it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely bad. And just to add to the boxing list as well, now like Vasily Lomachenko is in the front lines. It looks
like
Lomachenko
on the front line.
Yeah, Lomachenko is there. There's a picture of him like strapped with a gun on the front line. I don't know if it's like in Kiev or something. Think about that. They got like we talked about the Klitschko's, how they built all their wealth, heavyweight champions. One of them married and had a kid with Hayden Panettiere, who's obviously an elite celebrity.
Oh, really?
They've had a good life. They've had a really good life, financially sound, all that stuff. Lomachenko was meant to be fighting Kambosos, and that would probably be the biggest fight, get all the titles, and be world champion again. And instead of doing that, he sacrificed all of that. Again, this is all conjecture. Maybe he is just going to come back and fight, but at least for the time being, he's sacrificed all that to defend his country, and that's very admirable because a lot of people wouldn't do that in the position. They would do. They'll do.
Alexander Usyk did it. Usyk is on the front line. The man just won the heavyweight world title.
So all the celebrities that are like getting their Emmys and SAG awards talking about Ukraine, these people who are born fighters are actually fighting. These are warriors. These are heroes. Dude.
Bro, if you're a Russian and like you get caught out of ammo and like Lomachenko's on the other end, like you're fucked.
Yeah.
Or like Usyk, it's like you're fucked.
Dude, again, as well, like all these like the celebrities going out, like it's fine. Like obviously you got to bring awareness and stuff like that. But
they're just trying to make it about them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Put your money where your mouth is. If Biden goes like, all right, we're going to war, we need all our troops. So Will Smith, are you putting your hand out?
Fuck
Chris Evans? No, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, we gotta help support Ukraine. But if we actually have to support Ukraine and go and fight, are you fighting, bro? You're a Marvel superhero.
Are you donating any money to them?
Are you donating money? No,
don't think so.
And that's what I'm very firm with my stance from last podcast. I'm not fighting. I have nothing to offer. I'm sorry.
For real though, like these Ukrainian guys are fucking badasses. They're fighting well. They're holding off a good army. Again, like the one thing that I'm not sure about is like, I don't know what to believe. And it does seem like Russia's stepping it up. Like now they're apparently that fat ass convoy is on their way to Kyiv. I don't understand though with that big convoy. Like why don't they just blow it up?
No,
I thought the whole reason that they're doing well is because they had anti-aircraft and they had all this modern American like weaponry. Like just fucking blow up the convoy. Maybe I'm being an idiot, but
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a military tactician, so there's probably a way of
they're saying that they're going back to the old tactics. Apparently now they're like the plan they say is just make a classic siege of Kyiv. They're gonna get round Kyiv, cut off the supply lines, and just kill everyone.
Just an absolute ambush,
and just fucking just wait it out, like just slowly plan. And whilst Ukraine can't bomb them from the air and, kind of do any of that. Like, I think they're just, yeah. Because they're saying today there was like a fat ass, like civilian massacre. But I don't know. The thing is, like, who knows what's real or not.
Definitely not great. That is true though, because everyone does have their own agenda. So I think you sort of just got to try and do your own research and just try and figure out yourself. But there is some brutal videos on Reddit and stuff like that. So it's not like it's fake news and people are not died. There's obviously
100%,
and it's definitely very terrible.
21 people killed. So like, look at this one. This is fucked. So I think there's like a missile that there was just a shelling. I don't know what a shelling is. Oh god. And so all these cities are just getting shelled. I don't know what a shelling is.
It just sounds like this, like bullet shells. Like it's just getting absolutely ran through with bullets.
Yeah, I don't know, but just people are just getting hit.
Yeah, it's not. It all escalated very quickly as well. Like I'm pretty sure the last podcast they didn't even invade yet. We're talking about like hypothetically,
like just started. Well, because I think like they went in, like Russia realized like what they're coming with now is getting like fucking repelled, so they're like, we got to build it up.
Yeah,
it's kind of fucked that America aren't helping though. I will say, because America are kind of responsible for this. Like they were the ones who were, I think, like NATO and stuff were pushing Ukraine to join, knowing that Russia wouldn't like it, and then like when Russia were like, you fucking don't stop cozying up with the West, we're going to invade. And the West kept trying to cozy up, and then they invaded, and now the West is like, you're on your own. It's like, I don't know. It reminds me a bit of like when you're in high school and everyone's like a bunch of teenagers are being like, go, like steal that thing. Like when we used to go to Paddy's markets and steal like phone cases for $5. Everyone allegedly. And everyone would be like, hey, I dare you to go in there and steal that phone case. I dare you to go in there and steal that phone case. And then like the one kid who would like go, and when he got caught, everyone would run and they'd stay. And like they all egged him on to do it. And then when he did it and he got caught, none of them were there for it. Like it's exactly the same as what's happening here.
Yeah. And it's like, it's sad as well because Ukraine's like Ukraine, like just like their identity is like that kid. It's like the kid that like it's so like caught in between, is like doesn't know where to fit in, and it's just like, oh, hey, go steal that, you'd be cool, and like, all right, I guess we'll join. Like, I don't really have any allegiance. I guess I want to hang out with you guys. You guys are pretty cool, and then he does it, and then boom, you get absolutely shafted and shagged, and get absolutely just steamrolled.
And then, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like America did the exact same thing to Cuba. They just failed. Like people, like the Bay of Pigs invasion was basically to do the exact same thing as what Russia are trying to do to Ukraine, to like just stop a Western influence. America was trying to stop a Soviet influence in like the Caribbean, which is so close to America. Yeah. And they just failed because they're fucking retarded. Like that's the only difference. Russia just like successfully launched a war against Ukraine. It's like America, I don't know what ground they have to stand on.
That'd be interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely very sad what's happening in the moment. And it's just like, I don't like, you just don't want it drawn out either. I just don't want this to be drawn out, because when it gets drawn out, then we get drawn in. That's what happened. Once it gets drawn out, we get drawn in. Not us, I'm saying like Australia, but other nations. At least
that's the thing. It's like you can't have a world war now, because there's no point in winning. Because like if Russia are losing the war, like if Putin's like, Russia about to lose, like we're about to get taken over by the West, he can just hit the nuclear bomb buttons and like, yeah, sure, Russia will lose, but everyone else will die. So it's like whereas like back when World War II happened, like when Hitler realized he was going to lose, like Hitler couldn't just be like, I'm going to nuke the whole world, see you later. He just had to lose, because they didn't have nuclear weapons. Whereas now it's like, the prize for winning a world war would be getting nuked. So like, I don't really know. Like my friend at work was like, the only way this ends is if Putin gets shot. Like the only way, like beating Russia with Putin at the helm isn't an option, because if he realizes he's losing, instead of killing himself, he's just going to kill everyone.
He would just kill everyone.
So like the only way that this ends is if someone kills him and people in his circle, or by some miracle it gets sorted out. But Ukraine really don't seem keen on like just settling. Like I think the rest of the world's like hoping that Ukraine are like, fine, just like Russia, you have half our land. Yeah,
that's a sad thing as well. Like everyone's like accepted, like, yo, Ukraine, I think you just gotta accept your fate. That's what like the perspective seems everyone's to
like
be.
Ukraine, just like peacefully like let them fuck you and like let us all live. We've all got economies to recover from COVID.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like,
Ukraine don't wanna.
There's so much shit going on. It's just like God. It's like you just gotta be like fuck. Like come on, just copy Ukraine.
That's exactly. But like Ukraine, like the peace talks, dude. Like that Ukrainian president, the comedian, he's not fucking going into peace talks. Like the man's taking selfies in a war zone. Like you think he's gonna go in and be like, hey, like we'll let you have like half of Ukraine. We'll never cause any problems again. Just like don't kill us. Like no, like that guy going into negotiations is gonna be like, get the fuck out of all of Ukraine, and we want Crimea, and we cease the fire. And Russia will be like, no. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think any of the like projected countries that could follow suit, like the China with Hong Kong and Taiwan, and I think there was like rumors that like South Korea and Japan would just like go after like North Korea. Like there's all these like different rumors of countries teaming up and trying against each other, like Pakistan and India to get.
I hope not, dude, because that would
there's a lot of like
100% create a world war. That's like how World War II started. Like
exactly
conflict there, then conflict there on the same team. Join up. Yeah. Now you got the whole world involved.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. That's what because it's all like, especially when it gets to like Pakistan and India, like trying to fight for, I forgot what the land is called, but it's like the Muslim Hindi sort of religious disputes and stuff between like this one area.
Bro, Pakistan and India should just have a cricket match. They don't need a war, dude. Whoever loses a cricket match, they lose it. I think that's best of 5 series.
But that's a tough one though, boss, because it's like,
nah, dude. Pakistan have a really good cricket team. They just have a really corrupt board. Like that's why I ever realized like Pakistan used to come to Australia
India,
a lot.
obviously.
Yeah, but nowhere near as bad. Like, dude, Pakistan, like they would have like a world class. They would have like, I think his name's like Muhammad Yusuf. He was a world class batsman.
Sounds like it.
And then like out of nowhere, he just never played again. And it was like, well, that's sus. They had these like the Umar Akmal and like his siblings, like out of nowhere, they just never play again. There's like this new wicketkeeper from a new part of Pakistan, and the selectors prefer him. Like Pakistan cricket team's super sus. Like it's real sus.
Yeah. Because it's in Australia over there right now. Are they over there?
Yeah, it starts on Friday.
It's a bit mad. They're just in Pakistan, like during like all this conflict. Pakistan's not that far away from Russia. We looked at the map last episode. Russia's everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time a cricket team's been. This is like Pakistan haven't got cricket teams going there since like they like shot up the Sri Lankan bus.
Yeah, because like
there's still that worry.
Because like any test would be like in like Dubai and stuff, wouldn't it? Like they'll play like in a
they played in England or they played in Dubai.
Yeah, so
playing in Dubai is alright. I don't know why they don't just keep playing there.
No, Dubai would be shit, man. It's like 40 degrees. Like
do you think it's gonna be any cooler in Pakistan?
Yeah, but it's not 40 degrees. You're literally in the desert, mate. Like desert. They're not playing in buddy.
I don't know what
they're not playing at the El Arab. Like they're not playing at the buddy.
Because England would go and play there, and like you'd think those guys would die.
And they did. It's probably a good message for Pakistan to try and win.
The Aussie team has like they don't have any like Indians or anything, so like I think they're like chill.
Surely Uzi's playing.
Yeah, Uzi's playing.
Oh, you mean actually?
So like if anything, they're going to be like, don't fuck with their bus because we got one of us on there.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's a secret weapon.
I don't know. It's pretty ballsy if they decide to go over.
Yeah. Well, I do remember like Usman Khawaja was like promoting because it's like we have to go then, like, you know, just try and build the game and basically inspire people like he was, I guess. So
yeah, he was fair enough there.
Yeah,
he has to play. Surely, like, can you imagine? Because like he didn't score any runs in the last test. Can you imagine they get there and like, yeah, boss, you're 12th man.
Sorry, mate. You're all here for publicity.
He'll play. I'm pretty sure.
It'd be like a guy getting. It's like what's his name? What would be good? Like it's like you remember Mac McClung? Like it was like it was like all like the Draft Express, Baller Visions,
hype. He plays like the Chicago Bulls, a G League team now.
Who mixes all that stuff, and then it's like he didn't get drafted, and then the Lakers like, you know what? Come to the G League team, and then plays like no minutes. Just pure advertisement, just like hey, G-League. Yeah, I think he plays G League, but I don't even think he's getting minutes there.
Oh shit! He's Austin Reeves. He's decent, isn't he?
I guess. I don't know. The Lakers are trash, so it's hard to gauge. They are hot trash. Lost again to the Mavericks. Hot trash.
Yeah.
Might not even make the playoffs. Might not even make the playoffs.
Dude, he's in like. Nah, I see he's better than Ronaldo, but like they're in the same position where it's just like they're just trapped at the end of their careers.
I guess, but it's self-conflicted because you get to choose where you go.
Yeah, true. I mean,
And he
Ronaldo
wanted,
chose
anyone,
where he
anyone. That's why I feel bad for the Lakers. It's like they wanted.
They won 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and like they're getting shat on so much constantly. It's like, what do you expect? Like they won 2 years ago. It's like you're lucky that a team wins once a decade. They won.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
They won. It's like you should congratulate them. Give them their flowers. Like, nah, your team's shit. Get out of here. Genie Bus is leaving early. Everyone's angry at Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka's like, bro, I made the team that won the championship. What more do you want from me?
Dude, what Rob Pelinka gambled and got Anthony Davis, and with that they won. Like he did his job as a GM. It's not his fault that like half the other players that come in are trash. Although he did, the Westbrook trade was like horrendous.
No, it's horrendous now, but I think I don't know. It's not it's Westbrook. It's like it's Westbrook. It's like who else did they have? I guess they could have got DeRozan. Obviously, that's the big one. Yeah, they could have had DeRozan.
They traded a bunch of people. They traded like KCP,
Kuz,
Harrell, Kuz, like all these guys that they probably could have used. Instead of Russell,
but it's
Westbrook.
Like again, they won a championship.
Trading Kuz instead of Westbrook for like that's kind of sus. Looking at that, I'm like,
really? That's a good trade.
Fuck no, dude. Russell Westbrook right now is trash.
Yeah, now he's trash, but it's like you gotta it's all in context. It's like it's Russell Westbrook, the guy, the top 75 player. We're talking about Kuzma, mate. Kuzma.
Yeah, but dude, they got baited by the Wizards.
I'm not taking anything that Kuzma is like in the conversation of Westbrook.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like you traded Kuzma and Harrell. And KCP, like all like role players on a championship team.
Well, to be fair, Harrell wasn't part of the championship team.
Okay, yeah, but Kuz and KCP did matter in the championship team. You traded them for a guy for Westbrook taking up max salary, can't play at the end of games, aging. Like, I don't know. That was a big L in my opinion. Like,
I guess, but
bad trade.
Yeah, I guess.
But he did build a championship roster 2 years ago. So
I guess in hindsight, but it's like I don't know. That's what I mean. It's like you got to. I think everything needs to like incentivize LeBron, and realistically, LeBron probably asked for that.
So yeah.
And then like LeBron's like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty shit trade. It's like, bro, you wanted this. I didn't care. Do you think I want to take Westbrook's max contract on? No one wanted that.
Oh, he sucks.
So yeah, I'd rather have Kuz and whatever he was, like 4 years, 60 million. KCP just great. KCP just
grateful to be there.
Grateful to be there.
KCP because he can't go anywhere else. He's probably still got that case hanging over him.
Yeah. Harrell was just like, I think Harrell like went there for like close to minimum. Like he didn't get.
Yeah.
He didn't get on a big contract, so yeah, I don't know. Lakers are a bit of a mess, but they're always in the media as well. So like, talk about some other teams.
Yeah, it was like it's such a good story. Like bashing LeBron is such a good story. It's like bashing Ronaldo and bashing Messi.
But the thing, like with LeBron and Ronaldo, they always like throw like passive aggressive like comments throughout.
They do them too, especially
like LeBron's like, oh, like I want to play like with Bronny wherever that is. So you're like, if you're the Lakers, you're like, fuck, we need to get Bronny somehow. How are we gonna get Bronny here, or else we lose LeBron no matter what?
Dude, can you imagine if LeBron didn't play for them? How much they'd suck.
Oh yeah, they'll be eating ass, and not in a good way. Not in a good.
And they've traded all their draft picks as well, so there's no point in tanking. So they can't just like trade LeBron because then they'll be trash, and they can't sell it to their fans that they're tanking because they haven't got the draft picks.
Yeah, so they just
have to please LeBron.
They've just got an injured AD for another 2 seasons who plays like 30 games a season.
Dude, if I was them, I would just have him not play until the playoffs. Just play the urgent games to like get into the playoffs. Have him play the play-in, and then like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to do the Brooklyn Nets strategy. I'm pretty sure KD could probably play it, but they're like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's no point playing KD right now. We're just chilling.
Dude, Kyrie, though, is insane. Dude, one thing I can say, like, whatever bullshit that guy has taken and we've given, like, for not playing, like, one thing's for clear. He wasn't, like, chilling with his time off. He was going to some gym somehow unvaccinated and working out. I don't know where. I didn't think like an unvaccinated guy's not allowed out. I don't know what the rules are in New York, but that guy was training. He looked sharp.
Dude, he's like Dominic Cruz. It's just like he might just not play for ages or might not fight for ages, but when he comes back into the ring, he just performs. And you're like,
that he's ready.
Yeah, and you're like, what's going on here? And then he'll just like disappear for another year. And you're like, what the hell? Where'd you go? And he's like, I'll fight again. And then he just dominates. You're like, what's going on?
And that's why I think like the Nets will be G because like Curry seems like like one, he likes basketball. I think it's clear he likes basketball. Like
100.
that guy likes basketball. So I guarantee you, like he's sitting at home watching, like he's staying sharp. So that's that. And then in terms of chemistry thing, I guarantee you he's watching every game. I guarantee he's watching film. I guarantee he's talking to KD. I guarantee he's talking to Steve Nash. Like I guarantee, like he's not going to get to the playoffs, be allowed to play, and be like, "Oh, where do I run? What's the play?" Like I guarantee he knows every play. Like he will slot
he's a student of the game. Student of the game. Hopefully he's in Simmons either, but he teach him some free throw shooting and get on the court.
Well, Kyle Korver's now teaching him, but Kyle Korver played. Didn't they play together at some stage? No, he had JJ Redick.
Yeah, JJ Redick.
Like, why wasn't he working with JJ Redick?
That is true. Yeah, JJ Redick hadn't really talked about it. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's talked about it, going like teaching Ben Simmons up. Maybe it's a lost cause.
He's been pretty respectful about Ben Simmons. Like he has his podcast. Dude, he could have flamed Ben Simmons if he wanted. He has his podcast. He actually is now doing like ESPN and stuff.
He's actually good. He's one of the good guys on it.
And that's why he hasn't thrown Ben Simmons under the bus, because he doesn't need to produce good content, because he's actually good.
Yeah.
It was like Kendrick Perkins goes on, throws all his teammates under the bus.
I was going to mention his name. That guy is so trash. I don't know how he's on every program. It's how?
Because he's he's a donkey. You go like, oh, you watch him see what he says stupid.
But but how him? I just don't understand how he.
It doesn't make any sense. He's not good looking. He's not very intelligent. He doesn't analyze anything in great detail.
No, nothing. And
he's not charismatic. I don't know what he's doing.
He's not like Charles Barkley, where it's like he makes outrageous comments, but it's funny. It's just like Kendrick Perkins just like says shit.
He has nothing. No, all he has is because he played with LeBron. He has like insight, and he was friends with KD.
But not really that much. Stories. And then KD flamed him.
Yeah, well, because he will sell himself out for it. Geordie, mate, those bags around your eyes are looking a bit small these days. What's going on? You've been sleeping in a little?
No, look, I wish, but I think I've actually found a little bit of a gem. It's Transcending Organic CBD oil. Mate, David, myself, we know what it's like to be elite athletes, and we know inflammation and pain relief is a must.
Mate, I know you, and I know that you've been having aches and pains for years and a little bit of anxiety because you've just been dominating on the park. It takes its toll.
Oh, dude, 100%. I've been battling, but let me tell you, things are looking up. The CBD oil has got me feeling less stressed. I'm sleeping better, and my body is ready to move weight around in the gym. I'm telling you, serious numbers. Eddie Hall, serious numbers. But look, not only does Robert Whittaker and I share being Aussie supreme athletes and really just the pinnacle of savages in life, but we also take Transcending Organic CBD oil.
Alrighty, bro. Well, if the listeners are thinking of trying some out, where can they get the hookup? Tell the people.
Well, look, just find the link in the description. Search Transcending Organics online. Find them on Instagram. They're literally everywhere. If you follow Robert Whittaker, you already know about them. The great thing about these guys as well, they have guaranteed shipping internationally. So, I mean, look, what else? What more would you really need?
Well, if you say so, Transcending Organics, thank you for supporting us. Check them out in the description. And remember, unlike Geordie's amateur football career, and I mean very amateur, be responsible. Hey. Take care. No, mate. Very amateur.
Double down.
You know, they know, let's have Kendrick Perkins in because he will throw his teammates under the bus.
It seems like he just goes on like the Instagram Explorer page, finds like stuff that basketball pages are talking about, and then just like makes reference to it on ESPN or whatever, and
he's been caught saying things that weren't right. Like he's been caught mentioning like, I think once like Barry McCockiner, it's a Twitter account, it's like a meme page, but obviously Barry McCockiner, when you say it together, it sounds like Barry McCockiner.
Yeah.
It's like just a straight up joke. It's like a piss take NBA like meme account. They said something and then like he mentioned it, and Barry McCockiner like retweeted it and was like, dude, like he's something like that.
Something silly.
He got caught out mentioning something on like First Take that was clearly a piss take.
And I would think they would learn their lesson with like Paul Pierce, because Paul Pierce had the worst takes. And then they just replaced him with Kendrick.
Pierce was like fucking like
he had a resume.
Like a mess.
He had a resume.
No, but he was a mess. Like he was a mess. Like the way he was like, who's better, you or Dwayne Wade? Definitely me. Like that's actually funny. Like that,
But
guys
like,
like that.
it's funny because like it's shit. But like at the same time, you're like, well, he did win the championship. He was the number one player in the Celtics. He's a legend. He's a top 75 NBA player. At least there's like some substance to it. If Kendrick Perkins was like, oh yeah, like I would like body Embiid if I was playing. It's like, no, you wouldn't, mate. You'll be getting dunked on and shat on. Like
Dude,
literally
but that is the thing. Like, if Paul Pierce was like, Dwayne Wade was better than me, everyone would be like, no, like actually, you guys were close. Because he was like, oh, definitely me. Everyone was like, what the fuck,
yeah.
bro? Who says that? Who says that? Who's better? Oh, definitely. Not even like Cristiano Ronaldo says that shit. And
Oh, he doesn't say it out
uploads
loud.
videos
Doesn't say
of-
it out loud. Yeah.
Uploads videos of him showering, like fucking with his undies halfway down.
Yeah, dude. What's happening? I think does he have too much spare time now? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
He's acting. He's moving. He's moving a bit mad recently on
Bro,
Instagram. Like he's trying to. He's like
a fucking weirdo.
dude, he's trying
I'm
to.
not gonna
But it's like
lie.
he's like trying to like to thirst trap, but not thirst trap.
I don't know. That guy, he's a weirdo, dude. He's halfly mad. I honestly think he's just super vain. I don't even know. He seems like a great guy.
Is he though? Is he?
I don't know.
Is he like a LeBron or is he more like The Rock?
What do you mean, LeBron? LeBron's G with his teammates.
Yeah, but he's like very like outspoken. Social media, will post a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's like out there. He's not like a reserved character like KD.
No, but he's a
where it's
good
like-
guy. Like LeBron's a good guy.
Yeah, but
I'm saying, do you reckon Cristiano's a nice guy? Like, do you reckon like if you sat next to Ronaldo on a plane, he'd be chill? Dude, I don't know what he'd be like. I think he'd be like, brother, like I'm trying to read to learn my 10th language, like, always grind,
yeah,
you
like
should probably-
yeah.
I don't know, dude.
That's a good question because like on the team plane, like LeBron will like he's probably like playing poker with the boys and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ronaldo's probably at the back, like probably taking a shirtless pic for some Chinese brand that's giving him $1 million to post on his Instagram, or he's probably watching tape. Like he's a student of the game. To be fair,
Yeah.
or like
But
working
I wonder
out or
what he's
something.
like as a guy. Like, I think, like, I'm trying to think of any players that are mates with him. Like, I think him and Marcelo were good friends.
Like, would you want to go on a night out with Ronaldo? Barring
Maybe,
him,
like,
attracting
Manchester
women.
United, like 20-year-old Ronaldo, yeah. Dude, that guy would have been fun.
Do you think that? I think it might have been the same. Like just like about football.
Yeah, but he would have been fun. Now I don't know what he's like.
See, I don't think he was like a scallywag. Like he's not Felipe Foden. Like he's not a scallywag. He doesn't give me scallywag vibes.
Nah, he does, dude. I reckon him on the Portuguese
No,
dance floors.
he gives me like Kobe vibes. Like Kobe didn't mess around. He didn't mess around. He's like everyone was going to the clubs after. He's like, no, I'm training. That's like what Ronaldo does.
Ronaldo is like that, but I'm sure Ronaldo enjoyed a night out.
The thing about like how he got his chick, he got his woman because it was his nanny. Oh, his children's nanny. Like he didn't put in any work,
True.
and he didn't get anyone that's like too above him, where it's like it's hard to get to. It's like it was probably a very easy situation to get with his wife. Oh, so at least try and get into like pursue a relationship nonetheless.
Yeah, he probably doesn't drink.
Probably doesn't drink, all that type of stuff. Oh, do you see the video of
He just doesn't seem like a real guy. Like Messi seems like a real guy.
humble?
There's videos of Messi like partying in Ibiza
Bro,
with
dude, he
everyone.
was
Like, that guy's
Dude, on Instagram, he was like celebrating his wife's birthday, and there's this photo, and I'm like, mate, this guy literally hit the jackpot. It's insane what this man has done. That's why he's the GOAT.
the vision. Mate. That's why he can play
He's got the
people in
vision.
from so far.
He's got the vision.
Yeah, man. The guy's Jesus Christ. The man is like an absolute. Oh my god! What the hell? Someone looks identical to his missus. Yeah, man. The guy's not just a goal scorer.
He's got the all-round game.
He's assisted in 5 straight league games, mate. The man's broke the record. Actually, no, 10. I think 10 league games straight. He's made an assist.
Who, Messi?
Messi.
So why is everyone like shitting on him that he's shit?
Because, I mean, he's not. Like, dude, the Paris versus Real Madrid game, he was the second best player on the field. Actually, third best. Neymar, when he came on, was incredible. Neymar only played a few minutes.
Yeah.
But, dude, like Messi put Mbappe on goal like 3 times. He was so good.
Yeah, Messi is.
He's just not scoring the goals,
yeah, he's an animal.
He's easy to criticize. I think he's easy to criticize because he is like a. I don't think Messi's like concerned with like having good relationships with the press and stuff like that, whereas Ronaldo is.
Do you see Liverpool, they won the Carabao Cup and they were doing the celebration. And you know how I think it was a couple of weeks ago when when Australia won the Ashes and Usman, obviously he can't be around alcohol and stuff when they're spraying, so they stopped to let him celebrate.
Oh yeah.
Liverpool just did not give a fuck, and Mane's just like in the background, like at the side, and they're all still celebrating.
Yeah, I think the one thing that happened was like he told the guy next to him, Minamino, he was like,
yeah.
By the way, please don't splash me. And he was like, all right, sure.
Minamino's like, thank you. Okay, fair play.
No, there was no like step aside.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trent and Andy Robertson were like, no, we're getting fucking after it.
Yeah.
They're
like, we bought Luis Diaz. You're out of here anyway. No one cares.
Luis Diaz. Animal. You see all the memes, it's like rejects Tottenham Hotspur and then wins more titles than Tottenham in like a decade.
Yeah, fair play to him. Dude, if I was a player, I'd rather go to Liverpool.
Come on, boss. You're a Tottenham fan. Surely you play.
No, we got Kulusevski though. It's all right. He's good. He's actually very good. Dude, they're like this is how you know like Tottenham's recruiting has been terrible. Like until this new general manager, it's like his first 3 transfers: Kulusevski, Bentancur, and Romero. All 3 of them are improvements in their position. They improve the starting team. Romero is the best defender. Bentancur is the best midfielder, and Kulusevski, I mean, he's the 3rd best attacker, but that's because it's Kane and Son are 2 of the best in the world.
Yeah,
he's like,
he's definitely an upgrade over Mora.
Dude, he's really good. But it's like for the last 2 years, Tottenham have spent all this money on transfers. Not one of them has improved the starting team. It's like that's how you know. Like that's how you know in sports. Like in sports, that's how you can judge how good people are at transfers. Like, has the starting team been improved? Like, has it? And for a lot of teams, it's like no. It's like Tottenham, it has not.
Yeah.
Like, has the Leicester starting team been improved in the last few years? Yeah, James Maddison, and then who else?
But I guess Arsenal did that tactic and then it sort of turned out well. Like they tried to bolster their depth, get some young guys like Ramsdale. Obviously, Ben White was probably going to start nonetheless, but like Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Lokongo.
Yeah, but they spent like 200. They spent like 200 million in one window. Like, of course.
Yeah.
But have that dirty money.
Do they? Did Arsenal have
dude,
money?
Arsenal have a lot of money. That's why it's so funny.
I thought they have no money.
No, they have a lot of money. That's why it's so funny that they're not that good. Dude, they offer like 300K salaries out a week.
Oh, I know the salaries at
they have big bags. Dude.
But I always thought Arsenal was kiddies. That's why they couldn't compete. That was always the excuse they couldn't compete. Now
they got way bigger bags. Dude, they got like huge bags. Dude, they spent 190 million in the pounds in the summer transfer window.
Yeah, but I'm saying like let's say
after COVID.
But I'm saying like after like the last 4 or 5 years out of the top 6, they probably spent the least.
No, they would have spent more on Tottenham than like Tottenham and really? Leicester. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, Leicester.
Tottenham got the Champions League final.
I'm talking about top 6, I'm talking about the Manchester's team, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Yeah, Liverpool don't spend that much, but they've been winning a lot. But Chelsea have fucking criminal Russian money. Man City have
they're owned by the Cronkies. I always thought like Cronky was just like LA Rams only.
Yeah, but Arsenal's a very big club. It makes a lot of money. Yeah, that's why the fans hate him so much.
Yeah, but that's why I thought like he was taking money.
He probably does. Yeah,
like what? Like basically,
the Glazers take money out of Man U, but they still.
But that's what I mean. They make so much money.
Manchester United, I think, is the most profitable club in the world.
Yeah, it has to be global, which makes it even funnier that they're fucking ass.
Well, their owners are fuckwits.
Just their team as well, ass.
Dude, their owners look like weirdos. That's how you know they were going to be bad. Dude, one of them's bald with a ponytail. How can you be bald and have a ponytail?
But no owners look good though. Like how many good-looking billionaires?
Abramovich looks like he means business.
Yeah, but
I mean the man is a Russian oligarch.
I was going to say his business is different business.
He looks sus for a reason.
There's some different business with old Abramovich. What do you think of his statement as well?
The Manchester City guy, he looks like he means business. I guess but
that's royal money.
Rich guys. Yeah, all the fuck off rich guys. Yeah.
What do you think of Abramovich's statement regarding like?
He's a fuckwit. I hate
he's like, oh yeah, I'm leaving it to the foundation or something, the Chelsea
that he runs or some shit.
Yeah, it's like why even come out? Now you make yourself look like even more of a tool.
It's because I think like if he didn't, he was going to be in trouble.
I guess.
I don't know what's going to happen now, dude. And it's trouble for Chelsea because Chelsea haven't built a new stadium.
That would be a big call because you know how like the UEFA's like banned all the Russian teams from like the World Cup.
They need it. They won't ban Chelsea, but they should.
That's what I mean. Like that would be like the biggest calls. Like you know what, you're banned because of who your ownership is.
I mean, like I watched a video by Tifo, and they do good research on Roman Abramovich.
Oh, Tifo's good. I like that.
Dude, if you look into like Roman Abramovich, like I'm not going to say he's the man who put Vladimir Putin where he is, but he's basically the man. Like he is. I think what happened, how Putin got to power in Russia is there was a big corruption problem, and he rose as the guy who was like, I'm going to fuck these corrupt guys up. These guys who like basically stole Russian assets and made billions of dollars. And I think he was like, one of yous will pay for everything of mine and you will get to keep your money. And Roman Abramovich was like, me. And so that I think is why he kept his money. So he sold out his business partner, everyone, and like Putin put them all in jail, took all their money. And in return, I think like Putin's big yacht, Abramovich paid for. Like he's like the man.
Yeah.
Like he's like Putin's financer.
That's the thing is if you have a direct line to Putin, I think you're already like too close to Putin. If you can call Putin, you're too close to Putin.
Dude, and that's why like Thomas Tuchel got really angry when the guy was like, what do you think about the conflict in Ukraine? And I was like, because his boss is like fucking helping the damage.
That's why I wanted him when Islam Makhachev won his fight. I just wanted like, I don't know, it was Daniel Cormier or something. He should have just been like, and before you leave, what do you think about the conflict in Ukraine and Russia? And just like give the mic to Islam and just see what he does.
Bro, there's gonna be like the next fight card. If there's a Russian guy, like there's gonna be huge USA chants running around.
I'm pretty sure there was like, maybe I think it was like Moldovan or something, like Rafael Fizayev, I think his name.
Oh
is.
yeah.
He was meant to be fighting, and then he pulled out for some reason. I don't know if it was injury, but it's a bit sus because he's from Moldova, which is I'm pretty sure has affiliations with Russia.
I think they might be getting taken over.
Or maybe it's the other way around. But yeah, it's definitely a bit interesting why he just like pulled out all of a sudden. And it was like a big fight versus RDA. Like it's a big like jump.
Oh, that's good.
So
good
now it's Moy Kana that's fighting him.
Fighting
RDA.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'll be good.
No, he's from Kazakhstan. Fizayev. Which is with Russia, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. No, they are.
Holy shit. That Roman Abramovich sold 73% of the... So you know the big gas company, Gazprom?
I don't know, but yeah, go on.
It's the big Russian national gas company. What happened is he somehow got, like, I think he got his wealth because one of the big things is he got, I don't know how. He got basically some kind of ownership in the Russian gas infrastructure. Is he from
the end?
And then sold it back. He sold it back
to the government,
a state-owned company.
Yeah, I remember that
for $13 billion.
Yeah, I remember. Like it was a private, and then he sold it to the state-owned, and he just made like a bunch of billions.
The state gave it to him, and then he sold it back to the state for $13 billion.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, because I think they mentioned it in the Tifo video, and I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I'm like, how does that even make sense?
Nice guy.
But did he come from the ends? Because you have to respect it to some degree, or is he from money?
No, he's from the ends. He's a criminal. Apparently he's brilliant. Apparently he's super smart.
If you're from the end, you're from the end. You got to respect it sometimes. You know, Jay-Z was a drug dealer once upon a time, and look where he is now.
Oh no, dude! Like I don't hate on what like Abramovich's hustle. He's a fucking scumbag.
Hustle hard TV.
Because there's a difference in selling, dude. There's a difference in selling drugs and like taking $13 billion out of your country's economy. Like
it's a bit mad.
All the Russian people starving, you know. Dude, it's kind of like Petacek. Is Petacek Russian?
No, I would assume Czech, based on the name.
I don't know. Apparently, they're like good friends. Dude, this is crazy, dude.
Yeah, Petacek. Let's see where he's from.
Honestly?
Yeah, he's from Chechnya. Is it Chechnya? What was that?
I don't know. Fuck that guy, though.
He's from Czech Republic.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
Had to check.
Yeah, he's buddies with Abramovich.
Yeah, but he stopped the ESL, so good and bad. He can only do so much. He can only do so much. He stopped the ESL, so what do you want?
But yeah, dude, I think because are a lot of Russian teams getting canned? I think
they
if
all
they
got
are,
canned.
Chelsea has to get canned.
They all
Sorry.
the Russian teams banned from all European competitions, and I think FIFA banned Russia from the World Cup. And then they obviously moved.
I don't know why.
And they moved the Champions League from Russia to France. I think it's in Paris.
Yeah,
Which I think
Chelsea should
I
get
guess
banned.
Putin's like, I didn't give a fuck, mate. I'm taking over Ukraine right now.
Yeah, it's true.
But did all these sporting federations like, oh, you were banning Russia from all this? I think Putin's like, sick, bro. Cheers.
Yeah, Putin doesn't give a fuck about Dynamo Moscow getting banned from the fucking Conference League.
So our gymnasts can't compete in the next Olympics? Cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
I wonder what happens. But yeah, I think Abramovich is doing the whole thing, moving into a thing because he knows like Chelsea could get banned.
Yeah. But then
we said it the other dude, like that's the thing, like before all the games, they have these like pro-Ukraine things. Chelsea haven't played since the invasion. What happens if
they played the Carabao Cup.
Who they play? Carabao.
Liverpool. That was on the weekend.
Oh yeah, but they didn't do anything.
Well, of course.
Oh yeah, they didn't really do anything before that, did they? Okay, tomorrow they play in the 5th round of the FA Cup against Luton Town. Now, what happens if Luton Town come out and they have a moment of silence for Ukraine? What happens? If you're a Chelsea player, do you get down on one knee? Because your owner is financing. Like,
that is true. What
do you do?
True.
Like, what do you do if they go to Burnley? Dude, if I was Burnley, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Burnley, just to fuck with Chelsea, I would have a Ukraine like thing before the game. I'd have
I'll put it in the national
5 minutes for Ukraine.
Put it in the national anthem.
National anthem, banners everywhere, and I'd have all the Chelsea players knowing like I'm about to represent a guy who is like is probably involved in inflicting all this.
Dude, that's crazy.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, if you're like what do you do? If you're Kai Havertz, you're like, fuck man, like what do I still get the bag if I kneel? Like what happens here?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's fucking interesting. But it also is funny though. It's like FIFA are banning all these countries, right? But yet they're having the World Cup in a country where like people are getting like enslaved to like build the stadiums.
Yeah, people like
what's going on there?
A lot of deaths trying to build stadiums that are going to become redundant.
Yeah. So
and play in like the most obscene weather ever.
Yeah. And like all those other countries that they're not going to ban for like having similar things. It's like what's going on?
That's what I mean. That's like the point where like celebrities, companies going out and being pro Ukraine. It's like donate money, like help out. Like I don't like help out. Like when you
honestly,
that's what pisses me off when you're like at Woolies at the checkout and they're like, oh, do you want to round up and give your money to charity? Fuck off! You give your money to charity. You're a $1 billion company. Why am I trying to give? Why am I giving?
They should have to
money
match.
to you to. Yeah, it's like come on.
They should have to match. Fuck, dude. I agree. I hate that. You're at Macca's and like, do you want to donate? I'm like, we'll do a match, but Macca's got more money than me.
Yeah, it's like bro, like I'm skimping. Do you think I would be eating at Macca's if I could afford charity? If I can afford charity, mate? No, I'm eating at Macca's.
Dude, that's a good point. It's like I want to have enough money that when we went and we got Korean fried chicken the other day, a couple of years ago, we would have been at KFC.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. $10 minimum. Oh, so $10 max.
My old goal, but we were kind of like looking at the prices of things. My goal is that I can go to a Korean fried chicken place, like $15 a plate, and like order without like worrying. I want to be.
That's my biggest goal in life. My goal in life is to be so rich that I don't have to worry about how much food costs.
Food costs.
So I can go to any restaurant, no matter any restaurant. I can just get like think about even getting a drink. It's like you're like, oh god, it's like an extra $3 to get a Coke. It's like, do I really need a Coke? No, I have water.
It's a good example. Sometimes we'll be at like a bar. And we'll see like the cocktail menu and it'll be like a laugh. Like, oh, let's get a cocktail just to fuck around. And then you look at the prices, you're like,
in the 20s,
cocktails are expensive. Whereas like, I want to have enough money where I could be like, for a shitting gig, why don't we get first round set of beers? Let's get cocktails just for a laugh and be comfortable with buying it.
Yeah. Like
I want
like
to have enough money that I don't get stressed if it looks like I have to shout around a cocktails.
Yeah, because now we've grown up a little bit to where it's like now we don't really matter what time entry is. Remember back in the days, like we have to get there before 10 p.m. or else we have to pay $15 entry, and we have no money to buy a drink. So that you pay entry or you get a drink. Which one do you want?
Dude, a big night out used to be $50. I remember the days we could get away with like $5 at Prees because you buy like a bottle of cheap vodka and you last that over like 4 nights as your Prees, or like 3. And then like you get there, pay $10 entry, you get a drink with that, and then that's like $15. And then maybe like if you get another drink later, and then boom, you get the train back, or you get like the night rider back, and boom.
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, like I think I mentioned at the top, we're gonna have a couple, back-to-back big weekends. I had to budget for that. I had to consider, like, it's going to be a lot of money spent over the next 2 weekends.
Yeah. Like, this weekend won't be, next weekend won't be, we'll have to pay the entry, yeah.
The entry, yeah.
I don't think, at Mardi Gras, can you just rock up with your own drinks?
Yeah, it's like a parade.
Fuck, I'm watching my fucking drink, dude.
Yeah, it's a parade.
Yeah, I'm buying White Claws and I'm fucking shotgunning mine. I'm not.
Yeah, you have to get
around.
a can. Get a can.
Get a can shotgun. I'm not. I'm watching the fuck out of my drink. I'm not getting fucking drugged and raped.
Oh, jeez, that's not gonna happen, boss.
Mate, people are weirdos.
It's not gonna happen, boss. It's raining. Everyone's just.
That's how I don't get how girls be getting crazy. Like girls will go to a club and just like share drinks. I'm like, how are you not worried about getting fucking raped?
I feel like girls are like the most like.
No, dude. Dude, no.
No, yeah, no. Once they get drunk, they become reckless.
Yeah, dude, I'm just like, that is reckless, dude.
Like they'll be very considerate at the beginning, and then you're just like, dude, you just left your purse here. Like, you gonna say that? Like, nah, I'll get it back. It's like, if I just didn't know you, I'll just take it and go home, and I got a wallet and a phone.
Yeah, 100%. Do you think, like, I guess, like, we see it as, like, really easy to get spiked, but I think logistically, like, do you really reckon it'd be easy to get away with spiking someone?
Oh, 100%, 100%. 100%.
You reckon? Because there's cameras everywhere. Right? If I got spiked, the next day I'd be going back to the club and be like, roll back the tape of me. I got spiked at some point or another. And, like, you would be able to see, surely.
Yeah, you could, but it's like, from what I know from spiking, it's a very like quick thing.
Yeah, but you would like at least you'd have to hold your like hand over like the cup, and then if you saw in the footage someone's hand went over my cup, I'd be like, that's the guy or the girl. I
guess, but it will probably be more discreet. Think about the amount of people taking drugs in bars as well, just like recreational drugs. You know, like if the bar really wanted to be diligent, they could do that as well. Or like, so it's like, I don't know.
So you're not filling me with confidence. You're basically letting me know that, like, yeah, these girls are being stupid and they could get drugged.
Oh yeah, no, you got to be very careful. But I think there's a lot more awareness around it. So I hope it's like, people, know about it. I guess.
Yeah.
Like, there's tactics and stuff like that. You put like your napkin over your drink. Like there's all these tactics.
Honestly, if I was a girl, I'd just shotgun all my drinks. I'm not walking around.
Yeah, but then you get drunk, you get sloppy, and then that I think that's even more of a risk.
True.
If you just start shotgunning your drinks, mate. The amount of times you see you see a lot of sus guys. There's a lot of sus guys out there, which is
dude. I'm surprised they don't yet have like a pill you can like drop into your water. And like, if it dissolves a certain color, you've been.
No,
spiked.
they do. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
I think it's like a color. It's like a drop. I think you can put like a drop, and it's like a solution. Like it obviously doesn't affect you drinking it, but if another external substance goes in it, I think it colors. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
That's a good idea.
If not, we've literally made $1 billion. But I can tell you right now, we haven't created it.
That's okay. But I feel like
we're not breaking new ground here. We're not going to Shark Tank and proposing probably a multi-trillion-dollar business. I think it's been made, but it's just not known or available or affordable. That's the thing. It's like if you again, like we talk about being stingy. Obviously, you're going to care about your health and stuff. But if it's like $100 for like a pack of 4, let's say, you're gonna spend $100. You're like, oh, fuck, I got to spend $100 now just to make sure I don't get. It's if it was more readily available and at a cheaper price, obviously it'd be more common. Or the bar provides it, but who's going to subsidize that? It's all about the. It's all about the money, unfortunately. Yeah, it's all about the money.
Yeah,
all about the money.
I don't know. I just feel like spiking drinks when you're in high school, they tell you about drink spiking a lot. I got taught a lot about drink spiking, but I feel like you never hear about it now. You never see people take the adequate defenses for
it. Yeah, true. Well, I just don't know if it's like even a thing. Like it's obviously a thing, but it's just like I just feel like I've just never been exposed to it.
Although I have heard stories about people, but I haven't heard stories about people getting spiked recently. Everyone I know who has a spiking story, it's really old. That's what I'm saying. I think it's hard now. I think it's hard to get away with it now. You'd hope so.
Like,
but if you get caught spiking people drinks, you need to like they just need to like
spiking? What are you spiking anyway? Is this like a drug that you have to buy, or is this like something over the counter? Like, what do you even?
I don't know. If you get caught like spiking people with like.
But do I put a Panadol? Yeah. Do you put a Panadol in? And
no, just like real bad shit. Then like, dude, just kill them. Like, who's in favor of people who spike people's drinks to like rape them, giving them a second chance? Yeah. That's like the most pre-planned psychopathic.
All it said is just putting drugs into someone's drink without knowledge. I guess if you just put like cocaine or something in someone's drink, that probably does something to a degree.
True. I don't think we need to give the death penalty to that. I'm talking about like roofing people.
Yeah, the Cosby situation. Yeah, the Cosby.
Yeah, dude, who's in favor of those people getting second chances? It's like when they give like convicted child molesters like a second chance. I'm like, why?
That's the thing, because it's premeditated.
Did you say Cain Velasquez?
Yeah, but like, is it true? Like, is it true that, because I think the rumors is that he tried to shoot at someone that molested his family member. Is that part true?
I think that's true. The guy had been charged with that.
So he just tried to have a hit on him.
I don't know. Apparently he shot him like 16 times.
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't think he was trying to kill him. I think he was trying to like, I don't know what he was trying to do.
If it is true, then good on him, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those tricky ones.
Well, I don't know if the guy's guilty or not.
That's what I mean.
I assume so.
And unfortunately, I'm not saying it's all chicks, but you know, even guys make up lies to make themselves less embarrassed. So it might have been a poor trick, like, you know, wrong trigger. A little, what's her name? What's the one that did it to Johnny Depp? What's her name? Amber Heard. An Amber Heard situation. Hopefully it's not, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hopefully it is actually. Hopefully she didn't get molested.
Cain Velasquez, if you're like world heavyweight MMA champion, like surely there's a better way to inflict whatever you want to inflict on someone than shooting them. Like, how you get caught? How you get caught trying to like murder like a child molester? Like, that's like, how do you get caught? Like, he lives in like he lives like New Mexico, like all the desert. Like, he couldn't have taken him out to a desert and just like buried him there. Like, what does he do? It's just, the whole thing is just really weird. Like, why is he shooting him 16 times?
Yeah, no, you do make a good point.
Why is this guy who's been charged with molesting children allegedly like out on bail? Like, what's going on there?
Like he could argue. Yeah, it's just this.
The whole thing's weird.
It's a bit of a mess. Like,
I would assume that someone wanted to kill someone in New Mexico with all that desert, or like San Jose, like that's like, you're never finding that person.
100%. Vegas, all those, like,
yeah, dude.
The amount of bodies in probably like just like on the outskirts of Vegas would be insane.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is just so weird. He just shot the guy 16 times and he didn't die. Like, how's that work?
But did he get hit?
I assume so.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy if you survive 16 shots.
Well, Aaron Hernandez shot the guy in the face trying to kill him, and he survived. You see that?
So, or with Aaron Hernandez and
Aaron Hernandez, when he found out that a friend of his, basically there was a time when Aaron Hernandez and his ex-best friend were trying to like kill each other. They were like playing real life, like when I see he was playing on the weekends, knowing that like at any time if I run into this guy, he's gonna try to kill me, so I need to try to kill him. They're like doing it, and like he found the guy first, and like got him down, and then like shot him in the head, and he like survived. And that's how
how does that happen?
I don't know, dude.
How does that happen?
I was listening.
How do you leave? How do you even leave? That's what I don't understand either. Like, if you shoot someone, why would you just leave them there?
Well, I mean, if you shoot someone in the head, I assume you think they're dead. I think
Yeah, but
Hernandez
just
thought that guy was
like,
dead.
but just them there. It's like surely
Dude,
you
Aaron Hernandez was just killing guys left, right, and center. He didn't give a fuck.
well,
That's what I'm
he didn't
saying.
give a
Like,
fuck. Yeah, but
he was
you
confident
don't.
enough that no one would ever find him just in that garage. So how did Cain Velasquez get caught doing this in New Mexico or whatever?
I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe New Mexico police is pretty good because they seem to always find John Jones as well. So maybe they just have a thing for UFC fighters. They just have a good eye for UFC fighters.
That is true, but Cain Velasquez is like, I thought he was like the ultimate humble man.
That's what I
So
mean.
this
he was a humble guy.
43-year-old had been arraigned on Friday.
What does
on all
what does
this
that even
shit.
mean? What's arraigned?
Arraigned, I think, is like arrested.
Always to be so
Child was
technical.
abused. What the fuck?
Arraigned.
Was
Yeah,
granted supervised release, bro. Supervised release. If this guy's on supervised release, how is the supervisor allowing him to get shot 16 times? Who's the supervisor? This whole thing is weird.
Yeah, dude. I think America just moves different with these types of things.
Dude, apparently the California prosecutors were like, please do not let this guy out. Velasquez, 39. Well, he's still young. He could be fighting. Was charged with the man he shot was expected to survive, police said, as they released a mugshot. It's being with no bail and reportedly set to be arraigned. I don't know. Basically,
Attempted murder.
so basically, like, yeah, Cain Velasquez is the most chill, nice guy.
Well, look, if it is true, like,
Even the mugshot doesn't look like he's even the mugshot looks like a UFC profile photo.
yeah, it looks like he's wearing his Reebok hoodie. Yeah. Interesting.
Like Daniel Cormier's best friend.
That's what I mean. AKA as well. It's
crazy.
Like Khabib, Luke Rockhold.
Dude, you're telling me like he couldn't have told Khabib and Khabib couldn't have got some like Russian KBG guy to like fucking do a better job?
I think the Russian KGB guys
KBG is caught up in its own issues.
Yeah, I think they've got their own things to worry about at the moment.
Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on.
See, but then it's like,
dude, and then like the police station is like tweeting about it.
But let's say both are true. What happens? So he is a child molester, and Cain Velasquez still tried to kill him.
He goes to jail for alleged like attempted murder. You can't just like. I know it would make sense, but like, did the justice system just go like, yeah, like, oh, you're G. I mean, it depends. Like, he would probably get like the lightest sentence. He'd get the minimum sentence.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, it says family.
The judge
member.
would.
It says family member. Like, what happens if it's like his daughter?
Which probably is.
That's what I mean. So that's what I mean. So it's like,
should we do this right now? Should I Google how old? I can Google Cain Velasquez children.
Well, I mean, he had to have them pretty young then. If they're actually, they even have to be of age. Actually, if it's a child molestation.
Well, he's. Oh my God! Accused of molesting child 100 times. Oh God.
Yeah, see, that's a bit mad.
I don't know if he has any children. Because we can figure out on air. Maybe let's not do that. Actually, let's not air if this guy's child got molested. But I assume it is.
He has 3 children. I don't know what age, but
let's not go into it. But let's just assume. I don't really want to air like confirm that this guy's child got molested, but it would make sense because I think there's minimum sentences. But he didn't murder him. Remember, he attempted murder, so they can't give him like I think the minimum's 25 years. So they can't give him that because he's alive.
Yeah.
I think if you were the judge, I think judges are allowed to use their discretion in the sentencing. So if the judge is like, you're a great guy, your daughter got molested, and you fucking didn't even actually kill this guy, you just fucking really taught him a lesson, and he is a fucking legit child molester.
Yeah.
I think he
with
can
no
just give
history,
the sentence.
No criminal history.
Yeah. He can give him like the minimum sentence and give him like fucking good bad. Like, he would be fine. He'd still obviously technically get proven guilty.
Yeah.
The sentence would just be super lenient.
Yeah. Nah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But
it's a minimum sentence. He's shot.
That's like always. That's like, you know, you always think like if that was in your situation, it's like fuck, like what would you do? It's like I guess you go through the court of law, but it's like you just have so much anger still like within you.
Bruv, you do what Velasquez did, but way better. Dude,
you do have to be better. Be better, Velasquez.
If you're gonna get, dude, first of all, if you you found out this guy was molesting your child, why are you shooting him? Why isn't he strapped to a table desk like that? You're world heavyweight champ. Like you can,
That's what I mean.
you can
He's a trained
restrain this
fighter.
guy and do whatever you want to this guy.
He's a trained fighter. Like he could kill Tyson Fury probably if he wanted to.
100%.
That's the level of this guy. Ngannou,
100%.
Ngannou, no, because he got absolutely slept by Ngannou in like a minute. But he could kill him. Yeah, he got fucking murdered by.
Oh, really?
Yeah, murdered. Like he just
Velasquez?
like they fought. Like he literally got knocked out in the first minute. It was fucked. Like he got fucked.
Oh yeah, I remember. But that was like retiring.
I'm pretty sure he got knocked out and tore his ACL at the same time.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Fucked.
Yeah, I remember.
And then then he hasn't fought since.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I definitely wouldn't want to get caught. Like if sometimes doing that to your child, like you kind of got to do something. But like, bro, use your imagination. Like, haven't you watched an episode of Dexter?
Yeah, but see, then that becomes way too premeditated. When it gets Dexter level, that's way too premeditated.
No, you just don't get caught.
Yeah, but it's a bit suspect if the guy is on conviction.
That's the thing. If he's already under police thing, then you just fucking leave it. Then you just like, like it's getting done.
I think you just beat him up, probably. Beat him up and cop like whatever the battery charge is. Like, I beat the shit out of him.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah, you just beat the fuck out of him.
Or you just have to call your.
You just break like every bone in his body and be like, charge me for assault.
Exactly. Yeah, I was even going to say that you get the home if you have homies in jail and stuff. But I'm pretty sure child molesters are like the ones that get killed like instantly in jail.
Yeah, true. Actually, just beat him up yourself and then just be like, you're going to jail soon. And then like, if he doesn't get put in jail, just like. Beat him up every week. What's gonna happen?
like a bully, just beat him up.
Just go around to his house and you got me for assault again. Like, sorry guys. Sorry. Like the judges. I know this guy's a scumbag. But you can't keep beating him up.
I beat the fuck out of him.
Not guilty. Yeah, like I don't know. You know the mad thing in America is though, like that guy, he's just got a gun.
Yeah,
the guy like that child molester can just walk around with a gun.
And technically,
doesn't touch him.
And probably in the court of law, it's like self-defense because he's getting attacked. In that localized incident. Obviously, if you put the context to it, it makes it worse. But in that localized incident, he's protecting himself from getting beat up. And it's New Mexico as well. I don't think they give a fuck about guns.
Dude, I'm surprised though. Like, I'm surprised like he didn't just hire some like. Are you telling me like some he couldn't have, he didn't have one contact in Mexico who could have like done a job on this guy? He didn't have one contact.
Yeah, he fought for the title. I'm pretty sure in Mexico. So. He must have
I don't know. Well, it's just the whole thing is odd and really, just unintelligent. But it does seem like this guy has molested someone in his family.
Well, if they have the thing is like if he's got triple digits, that's a lot. Even if it's an over, even if
you bring up a good point, that guy's getting killed in jail the moment he steps in anyway. Bro, you're in like San Jose.
They're the number.
Cain Velasquez is San Jose like hero. You molested his child, like you're dying instantly.
Allegedly, we might not know his child. We should say that. Allegedly, we don't know.
Yeah, or like his friend's child, like you're dying instantly, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure it's like child molesters and like rapists are like the biggest ones.
Yeah, 100%.
Biggest ones.
Dude, if you're Cain Velasquez, all you need to do is like go into the jail to do like an MMA like day to like you know when they do those things where like celebrities go into jail and then just be like, that guy molested my friend's daughter. See you guys. And then like just let him work.
Dude, I guarantee whatever jail he goes to, the word would go around and like there'll be Mexicans in there that like Cain Velasquez and they're like, yeah, fuck you. So if he is guilty, obviously prove it innocent until proven guilty, but if he is guilty, fuck him. So hopefully Cain Velasquez.
Child molestation is pretty hard to prove though. That's the one worry.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean 100 though. 100.
Bro, they're saying the guy who was the alleged molester, his mum owned the place. So there's probably no one else watching over except the guy's mum.
What place? Like a daycare or something?
Yeah, he worked at a daycare, I think.
Oh, dude,
which means that he probably wasn't only molesting one child.
That's fucked.
Dude, there should be some kind of like psycho exam they make childcare workers do.
Well, you have to be like, you have to get like a degree and qualified and stuff.
Probably not in America, boss.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially if your mum owns the place.
Yeah, true. You are correct. Yeah, there needs to be more. Yeah, more barriers to entry.
Like in Australia, you need like a coaching thing, like to
Yeah.
coach a fucking kids.
Some people go to
sports
uni
team.
and stuff like early childcare education, like degrees. You got to get a working with children check from the police, so they check your background.
Yeah, but they should check your like future. They should do like a psycho exam.
I guess, but isn't like psycho exams don't work on psychos because they're psycho?
True.
Like they know how to manipulate their personality and all that type of shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So
I think there's some validity to that.
yeah. Look, I'm no psychiatrist, but I do have knowledge to some degree.
Is there anything else you want to do? You want to wrap up on? I just thought that was wild. The Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Do we have to do we have to do an ad, or are we just going to cut that in between?
We'll cut that in between, but I guess we'll mention at the end anyway. We've partnered up with Transcending Organics again. So if you somehow missed the beginning of the podcast or the middle of the podcast and you've made it to the end, check them out. All links at the bottom and stuff like that. So yeah. I don't know. Besides that, I mean, like always,
Colby, Jorge.
Colby Masvidal this weekend. I'll try and watch it if I'm alive. If I make it through Saturday,
I'm sure I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Big fight. I guess we'll end this. Do you think it's fake, the beef, or do you think it's legit?
Oh, it's definitely fake.
The more I look into it, I think it might be real. The more I look into it, it might be real.
There is a very strong, and this is like a thing that's happened through history. Like there's a very strong, like you can very much see that like Jorge sort of always saw him as the big dog to Colby, and Colby like always knew that Jorge thought he was a big dog, and now like Colby's actually kind of outshined him, and like there's this like they had like a friendship, but then like Colby's rise ruptured sort of the foundation of it, which is because I saw a video of like Jorge, like a funny compilation of Jorge on YouTube, and it's like when they're a kid, when they're like young,
yeah,
it's like Jorge like just like catcalling girls at an airport, and it's like he's clearly like the leader of the pack, and Colby's like just one of his buddies,
yeah,
and like Colby's rise clearly like destroyed that whole dynamic of like Jorge harasses the women and Colby laughs. Now Colby also harasses the women.
Yeah.
Like I think there's definitely some of that.
Like it's my turn. True. It's my turn to harass.
My turn to shine. Yeah.
Yeah. But and I think it gets coincided because before I think when they were partners, I think Masvidal was fighting at lightweight primarily. So like even though I think Masvidal might have like one or two fights at welterweight, he was primarily a lightweight fighter.
So they never thought that
there was never like any rivalry. And I think as soon as Masvidal moved up, it was just like all right. Same thing like with Usman and Covington. It's like we're gonna fight eventually, so it's like it's hard to be friends when we're gonna have we have the same goal to be champion. Yeah,
the thing is, I don't know if we'll know if it's fake with Masvidal, because like with Masvidal after the fight, like win, lose or draw, like I think he'll like play it off. Colby, I think will be like he'll like drop it after the fight, but dude, like they might angle for a second fight, like. I don't think Jorge like is gonna like lay down arms, even if it was. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's hard. The thing is, like when you're that close of friends that it seemed like they're cornering each other, they'll like hang out with each other a lot. It makes it easier to like flip, opposed to they were just like casual mates because they were so close. Yeah, because they're close. As soon as like anything flipped, then it's easy that you could hate each other very quickly. So I could see how
he's real.
Yeah.
Well, either way, just to see what happens. I think the whole fight there'll be a lot of shit talking.
Oh, dude, I think Masvidal gets slapped.
I don't know. I think underrate Masvidal.
I think it's slapped around like a kid, like embarrassing.
Like
I think it'll be
taken
embarrassing
down and just Masvidal. Obviously, Masvidal's gonna punch his chance.
It'll be, and that's what Masvidal said. He's like, no matter what, it's like if I'm there in the fourth round, the last round, if I just need to connect once and you're going to sleep, so. I think Masvidal.
Yeah, but if Masvidal could get taken to the ground and absolutely fucking pounded into oblivion.
Yeah, get pounded to the earth, mate. And I think Covington Covington doesn't finish anyone, so it's probably gonna go 5 rounds most likely, unless Masvidal finishes him. And Masvidal's pretty old as well. Like, I don't know what his fitness level is like. Like we saw what he.
What are the odds? If I check the odds, like Colby's prob's the favorite.
Has to be.
UFC, here we go. And Colby is the heavy favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, has to be. So, no,
I think if Colby wins in dominating fashion, the beef is dropped.
Yeah, it has to be close.
Colby winning in dominating fashion because like Jorge's career is kind of over at that point.
Yeah,
they drop it.
Like sort of like how like Diaz. Well, Diaz technically didn't lose, or he did lose, but it was like not like in a
which Diaz?
Nate. Like when Nate did, like he lost convincingly, so that's why like the fight would never happen again because like he got slapped by Masvidal, even though he technically didn't lose. You know what I mean? That would be the same thing. Yeah, that would be the same thing with Covington. Like if Covington just slaps him around and it's like decision win, it's like there's no point fighting you.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, get your bag, make your money, and bounce. I guess, especially if you're Masvidal, you're getting old. Not many fights on the horizon.
He's made a lot of money recently. What a good like at that point before the Till fight, he wouldn't have been financially set. Since then, now he's like financially set.
He was probably earning like less than
he wasn't on
200. Maybe
he was. Yeah, he was.
That's probably generous. Money. Like 200 is probably generous,
and he didn't have a lot of fights left.
Yeah, so he's probably not even getting that much for this fight. Maybe $500,000.
Nah, he's getting good money for this fight.
What 7?
Yeah, really? There was a point where he had big leverage over the UFC, and he would have big leverage over the UFC, and he would have used it.
True.
Like those Usman fights, before those Usman fights, he had big leverage.
He had big leverage.
Getting put on the game.
Yeah. That is true because he hasn't fought he hasn't been active. I think if you don't become active, that's when you lose in the bag. Yeah, you're getting in the bag. So, no, be a good fight. Good fight to watch. So yeah, we'll end it. Yeah, we'll end it here. Actually, just one question. Well, I think we're talking about Mardi Gras. We're talking about the weekend.
Yeah.
What should I wear?
Just fucking nice clothes. Just something that you don't mind getting soaked. I might just fucking wear jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, that might be the go.
Dude, I'm gonna lie. T-shirts will come off at some stage. Because
I was thinking, do I wear a jacket? But I hate bringing jackets on nights out.
I don't think it's gonna be that cold.
Yeah, but if it's raining, I just don't want to get fucking drenched on. It's just
rain. You're getting drenched no matter what.
Drenched in that puss and that.
I think even like wearing a rain jacket is just gonna get annoying, dude.
That's what I mean. I don't want to do that. It's just gonna get annoying. So
and you're probably just gonna lose it. So
yeah, true. My
honestly,
shirt,
Saturday,
shirt. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not
26 degrees. I'm just gonna go with shirt. I'm positive somewhere or another we're gonna end up without shirts. So
shirts off. Yeah, I do agree. I don't know why I didn't mention the podcast, but you're here, so I might as well ask you. We'll end it. Like I said, we'll end it here. As usual, we try and get the listeners inspired. You know, we try and get them to better themselves and go on each week and every week post the episode to try and improve themselves. And that's just through the wise words of David. And David, you know, although might not look good enough to get molested at a gay nightclub, he does have some wise words to say to the listeners a lot of the time. I didn't get
molested. I got harassed.
You got harassed,
the guy four times.
But you didn't get your dick handed on.
Oh yeah,
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I think that was a bad. I think that's a bad sign. I
think
that's a bad sign.
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it just wasn't a handful. Like that, you know, they didn't want to go in with 2 pinkies. So I guess they were just like,
yeah, maybe that could have been the issue.
Yeah. So
I will say the bathrooms were very sticky. The floors in there very sticky and smelled like cum.
Like cocktail sugar sticky or the
those bathrooms had cum all over them. I was 100% sure. Someone told me. Someone told me like some like 2 foreign people could tell I was foreign and walked out of there and were like, dude, like that is like nothing you've ever smelled before. I was like, really? And I was like, oh shit.
Bro, really? It just smelled like bleach.
Every bathroom. They didn't clean the bathrooms at all.
Were there glory holes in it? I assumed that would be a place for glory holes.
I don't know, dude. I just kept my head down, got to the bathroom, pissed, and got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, anyway, advice to the listeners.
Man, watch your drink. Watch your drink. It's dawned on me the dangers of getting spiked. Always watch your drink. Don't share drinks, especially if you're a girl. You know, there's weirdos out here. And although hopefully with modern technology you can catch anyone who does anything to you, who spikes you, won't reverse any damage that happens. So be careful.
All right. To the ladies out there, be careful. And the men, actually. Peace.
Everyone, peace. This fucking window sucks balls.
Hey guys, if you're interested in checking out Transcending Organics, they do have a great promo where if you put in the code 23JD, you can get 20% off as well. So not only does that help us out, it obviously helps you out as well. So check them out. And yeah, enjoy the app.
Oh, yeah.